I didn't know there were 2 recovery cards in this deck. They both say recovery. They have slightly different meanings and like descriptions in the guidebook, and they have very different images. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this as mutual recovery between you and someone else in your life. Perhaps you and someone have both taken time to try and recover from something that has happened between you or in your lives. And we're going to look into how recovery looks for you and how recovery looks for them of this situation, of whatever has happened here. Okay. I feel like the time that you've had has made you very hopeful. Wow. That you guys, with a little bit of work and with some strategy and some good groundwork, can recover happiness and harmony in the connection. Because we have Star, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Swords. It's like, you believe in miracles. Where are you from? You sexy thing. You believe miracles can happen here. If you just try hard enough, there's going to be some way to access that Ten of Cups feeling between you both again. Okay, how are they feeling? Ace of Wands. I feel like they're feeling like a spark is recovering inside them. They're getting a bit of a spark back. Eight of Cups and Two of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like this person on their side, they just needed some time apart to feel like they were kind of still on the right track in their lives, and to gain some clarity about what they really wanted and what really made them light up, and what they really thought was important here, what they felt passion towards. And I think that they had just sort of like disconnected from themselves and from this connection for a bit. But with the Two of Cups now, I feel like with a little bit of time spent, journeying ahead on their own, they're starting to realise that actually it is this connection which makes them feel good, which makes them feel alive. Okay, let's keep digging. Let's keep digging. You seem to have come to the conclusion that you are responsible for finding joy in everyday life, and there seems to be something here about like finding pockets of joy and magic in your own life as a single person or in this time apart. Kind of showed you that meaningful moments are kind of like, they're created by us tuning in to purposely find something that is meaningful, right? And so what I'm getting here is that like there was something about this connection where maybe you were kind of, things really they were not fun, or you were not kind of like seeing the advantage of being in part of this connection. You weren't looking for the good things. It's like all you could kind of see was the bad. Maybe it was boring, maybe it was stagnant. But you've realised that like the magic comes from intentionally seeking the magic. The magic isn't always just kind of like, just there, available to us. Sometimes we have to like train our eye to look for the magic in any given situation. And the fact that you did that in this time spent by yourself kind of proved to you that if you can do it by yourself, you can also do it with Two of Cups, this relationship as well. Applying that kind of willful whimsy could be the thing that fixes this connection from your side. What about them again? The Hermit, okay. They also used this time on their own productively. Oh. Okay. They went inwards to talk to themselves, to consult themselves a little bit on the way that they've been acting and their mindset. With Five of Cups, one of the realizations that came up for them was that they were kind of almost doing the same thing as you, but you weren't seeking the negative, you just couldn't help but see it, you just weren't seeing the positive. This person was actively seeking the negative. They were looking at everything that was going wrong and panicking about that, or making their decisions kind of based off of everything that was going wrong, rather than making an attempt to see what was going right. And they may also acknowledge that they are also responsible for their own mindset. I wonder if at some point they were trying to kind of lean on you to give them some sense of purpose or happiness or meaning in life, or to kind of solve their issues or something. And there seems to have been this realization where it's no, actually I am responsible for solving my own issues. I am responsible I am the leader here. I have a set of morals and values that I live with, that I would want to see in a partner, and I need to kind of embrace that for myself as well. I need to live by the rules that I set for myself. I need to practice as I preach. If this person was always talking about how important it is to be strong and independent and to be proactive, then they kind of they had this realization that they were not actually being that thing for themselves. Interesting. Back to you. Ooh. 10 of coins. Flying through the air. You are feeling very positive about this. Oh, shit. 10 of Swords in reverse. And the 6 of Coins.